De-escalate, negotiate. So we can make something happen August 22nd. We're going to stop those war games, right? Yeah.
I'm here because I think that it's ridiculous that we're looking at yet another U.S. war. Well, I'm here also because I think that a war with Korea would be particularly dangerous. The people around the world is right on China's border, and China would not be happy about that.
I'm here to fight against war and to show the government that we have united. Different voices unite under one cause to fight war and for peace.
So there's two groups here. There's one that way and one that way. What's going on? What's the difference?
I don't think they're necessarily saying pro-war, but they are definitely not against war. What they're saying is, if war is what it takes to shut North Korea up, then so be it. And the rhetoric that we're carrying out is no war. Korea had enough war and deaths on the peninsula, and we need to fight for peace.
Protest the aggression and the threats of North Korea against the Republic of Korea and against the United States, the evil North Korean regime. Kim Jong-un 정권 가동!
I came here today to support followers and supporters of South Korea, the Republic of Korea, and the United States in opposition to a pro-North Korean rally, which is being hosted by a variety of hardcore pro-North Korean groups and U.S. Marxist-Leninist groups.
My name is Pastor Kim. My opinion, exactly my opinion, war is okay. War is okay.
You're a pastor.
Yeah.
And you think war is okay?
I know.
So we have some people on the corner here who are in support of the demonization campaign of North Korea. They have pictures there of Kim Jong-un with horns and fangs. They're here holding U.S. and South Korean flags. And so these are people who I think are reflective of like the bellicose sentiment in some sectors of South Korean society, some sectors of U.S. society. It's really, I think, effectively a pro-war rally, whereas over behind me we have a demonstration against the war, people who are for peace in Korea. There's a banner there for reunification of Korea, and I'm part of that demonstration. So we had some people coming from the pro-war demonstration to our demonstration, and they found some of our organizers. Someone was carrying some bullhorns in case the main sound goes out. He grabbed his arm and he went limp, trying to bring him to the ground. You know, people around him just started trying to get him off him, but he wouldn't let go. So eventually, it took like a lot of effort to get him out, and you know, it was a dangerous thing. Someone else came in, started pushing people to the ground and yelling at us. And so we had several people try to provoke fights with us. And you know, we're here for peace in Korea. We're here for peace right now.
It is good for the rest of the world, and we must respect their sovereignty. And the ban should be, get those THAAD missiles out of South Korea.
I don't think that Korea, in any particular sense, poses a threat to the United States, for the simple reason that a war with the United States would mean suicide for North Korea.
Time is better spent working for peace than staying worried. So I personally am not worried, no.
Okay, now how do people out there in Korea feel about this?
Whether it's realistic or not, the South Korean people are probably very scared right now.
You know, I come from a Chinese-American family. I think there's something similar happening in terms of younger Chinese people who don't necessarily support the same kind of Cold War rhetoric and weren't brought up in the Cold War rhetoric when it comes to China. I think there's something similar happening with the situation in Korea.
First and foremost, it's very difficult to understand because of the education and the propaganda that happens in America. We're taught from pretty much, you know, from primary education that North Korea is evil and they're crazy, and you know, the Kim dictatorship is evil and whatnot. But it's very simple. I think what you need to do is a little bit of research. You'll find that North Korea is acting in defense and has been acting under defense for the longest time.
I think that it's extremely dangerous what Donald Trump is planning on doing, threatening fire and fury against North Korea. And so I'm here to oppose that. I'm here to oppose the U.S. troops abroad.
Definitely unification, definitely. I think Two things is socially, and I think it's economically. Economically speaking, they have North Korea nationalized economy, whereas in South Korea it's a lot of exports, free trade with America and a bunch of other countries. Secondly, socially, there's a very big South Korean social stigma that North Koreans want to kill South Koreans, want to kill Americans, that they're very against capitalism, and they want to kill each other and whatnot. But that is getting better. I do know that. But those two things, economic and social.